Welcome everyone to Charcha in Black Hole. And this podcast is in English. I know I usually do Hindi podcast, but I'm telling you, this one is great. I talked to my friend Pranav Radhakrishnan, who has his own YouTube channel, Science is Dope, with over 8,000 subscribers. And what he do is, he formed rational arguments to fight pseudoscience. And you know how important it is to fight pseudoscience. Some people think that COVID is a conspiracy, some are having problem with the 5G technology, and we talked about it. And you know that your parents just believe some random shit from Facebook. You know that pseudoscience is all around us, and we have to fight it for the betterment of the society. We talked about it. We talked about how to find the right information from the internet, because internet is just a very big chunk of information with very less knowledge, and we have to grab the right thing from the internet ourselves. We talked about 4chan, we talked about Clubhouse, and then we talked about how we can be aware of our own biases to know better about this world. I hope you will enjoy this conversation because I really enjoyed it. And after this conversation, I just want you to think a little bit more rationally. Thanks it. That's it. That's it. Enjoy the conversation. Yeah. First of all, sir, congratulations on 8,000. Very fast growth
Thank
you
you.
have.
Not as yeah, it's a very fast growth. I've seen people with faster growths. I guess this is a niche that's not super popular right now, but I can see in the next couple of years, I can see this niche of science videos growing in India, rationality videos growing in India, because I know a couple of channels that are doing content along these lines, and they're all small. They're all very small. The biggest science channel that I've seen from India is a Garib Scientist, who is I've seen very little rationality focused content from him. He's mostly making videos on space science and ISRO, and they're all really great. But content along the lines of what I'm making, I don't see much of that in India. But I can see there is an audience market for it. There are people who are hungry for that kind of content. And in the next 2 or 3 years, yeah, I see that coming up in India.
There is two things. Na, ki if you have to
Are you
burst.
recording?
Hello?
You're not recording it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm recording it. I'm
I thought
recording it.
you were.
I'm recording it.
Huh? You
Okay, I'm
are.
recording it.
You are recording. Oh, why did I not get a notification? Are you sure?
Because okay, I'm recording on the OBS.
Oh, right. I got it.
Yeah, yeah.
But you were recording on Zoom.
No, no. They send a notification on the earphones. I hate that.
Okay.
Okay. Basically,
Yeah.
there are 2 points. No, if they are making these astrophysics videos, you don't have to counter someone if you're making these astrophysics videos and stuff, but you are directly
Mm.
countering someone,
Yeah.
and that is not good. That is not easy.
That's not easy.
And
I get a
second
lot
thing,
of hate.
and yeah,
You
as the
in my
internet
comment
came,
section.
mhm, as the
Yeah.
internet came, I think people are more hungry for truth.
Yeah, definitely. See, the thing is, internet, when the internet came, it's just a source of information. It's not a source of truth. It's only a source of information, and information can be anything. Like, and as humans, we have a tendency to seek information that we already agree with. So let's say you have a belief. Let's say you're very religious by nature. You will seek out information that supports what you already believe. So and that's why we see echo chambers. Echo chambers means people having similar beliefs grouping together, and in social media especially, people supporting their own beliefs, sharing what they agree with, and then getting a lot of other people who have the same beliefs to group up into the same groups, and then hate, and all of them hating on people that disagree with them. So we see that a lot on internet because of this.
ऐसा
It's just
होता
a
है
source of
ऐसा।
information. It's not a source of truth.
ऐसा ऐसा
Yeah.
बहुत बार होता है कि लाइक मैंने कुछ बात कही और इट्स डिफिकल्ट टू लाइक बी रॉन्ग। इट्स डिफिकल्ट टू बी रॉन्ग। It definitely hurts you like if you are wrong. So you just keep
Yeah.
around people who are just basically saying you are right. You are right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you put it down to a like dumber level, if I am saying he like
Mm-hmm.
God does not exist. Let's make an argument. God does not exist. I make an argument. I will just go to the people who believe that God does not exist,
Correct.
and
Yeah.
that makes up the whole problem. और उसके बाद अगर like if we are in this echo chamber, the longer we are, the more volatile we
Mm-hmm.
are to that like opposite thing. अगर मैं सालों से सुन
Yeah.
रहा हूँ अगर मैं सालों से सुन रहा हूँ कि लाइक गॉड डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट और एकदम से कोई आके बोले कि नहीं गॉड तो एग्जिस्ट करता है, ये मेरे पास 5 आर्गुमेंट है, मेरे तो हो गए ना। ओके।
So, and another thing you just mentioned is, see, if people have a belief for a long time, if
हम्म
people have believed something for like 30, 40 years of their life, everything new, every new observation or every new understanding they have is built on what they already believe.
हम्म
So you have your core beliefs, and any new beliefs or any new thing you see in the world, you understand everything in the framework of these beliefs that you already have.
या
So when you're 40 years old, if your beliefs are being challenged, that's like everything you understand about the world is being challenged.
हम्म
So if you try to attack this foundation of core beliefs, then they obviously they'll resist it, because even subconsciously you will go into, I mean, your thinking process will go into chaos, and nobody wants that. So
मेरे दिमाग में एक
yeah.
एनालॉजी है कि लाइक अभी हम बच्चे हैं, तो हम लाइक वो
Mm.
कार्ड का छोटा सा महल बना रहे हैं, तो हम अभी फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे है, सेकंड फ्लोर पे। जो बड़े लोग हैं वो अपना 5-6 फ्लोर बना चुके हैं और तुम सबसे नीचे वाला कार्ड खेल रहे हो। पूरा बिलीफ
Mm,
सिस्टम उड़
mm.
जाएगा उनका एकदम से। और इसलिए लाइक ये चीज़ तो आई थिंक साइंटिफिकली भी प्रूवन है कि लाइक जितने तुम बड़े होते जाते हो उतना तुम्हारे नए बिलीफ्स को गेन करने की पावर कम होती जाती है।
Mm, mm.
हुँ,
Yeah, that's true.
हुँ।
Mm,
तो आई हैव दिस क्वेश्चन कि लाइक ये चैनल शुरू ही क्यों किया? और उससे भी पहले वेट ताकि लोगों को थोड़ा-सा
mm,
वो मिले। आप करते क्या है? लाइक मैं आपको आपके चैनल से जानता हूँ एंड योर चैनल जस्ट
mm,
बेसिकली शाउट सूडो साइंस इज़
mm,
बुलशिट, उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं। आपके बारे में कुछ नहीं पता चलता। सूडो साइंस इज़ बुलशिट इज़ द मोटो ऑफ योर चैनल।
mm,
उसके अलावा आप क्या
mm.
करते हैं?
So, by qualification, I'm an engineer.
हुँ,
But right from childhood, I've been really enthusiastic about science. I really liked science. So I wanted to, and even when YouTube came along in like 2011, 12, 13, those years, I used to watch a lot of science content on YouTube. There are a lot of channels like Vsauce, Veritasium, which I used to watch regularly. And when YouTube became a thing in India, I could see that there's no such science content in India. And sometime around 2015, I decided, okay, you know what? I want to do science content. Uh, So that's the reason I started this channel. And initially, my idea was I want to stick to just pure science. So I want to do topics like, so if you see some of my older videos,
आई
they're
सीन
pure science topics, like why are people's voices different? How is Elon Musk going to start a new species?
हुँ, हुँ,
So all these they're not really controversial topics. They are more like the physics of sound, or the science of evolution, those kinds of topics. Okay. And the videos were not getting a lot of traction. So I thought, for the amount of effort that I was putting in, I was not getting that much viewership on my videos.
हुँ, हुँ,
And at some point, I just lost the motivation, you could say, or the videos came down in priority, and I stopped doing my channel for like a year. But I noticed in that 1 year, the one video that was doing really well was a video on pseudoscience. I made a video very long back, like that was one of my only videos uh, properly focusing on pseudoscience in India, and that was doing well. People wanted that kind of content, and I could see that. So I decided, okay, now when I make new videos, I'm gonna focus on what's relevant, what people want to see, and something that fights against pseudoscience, because that's also another passion of mine. I like rationality. So even on YouTube, 2018, 19, that time, I used to follow a lot of channels that promote rationality. There's a UK YouTuber called Rationality Rules. There's an American YouTuber called Genetically Modified Skeptic. So these are the people I used to follow. So I want to do science content and I want to do rationality content. And so this is what I knew I wanted to do. Started making some videos, seems to work. So let's see what direction the channel goes in. I
That
want to do this kind of content.
that led to birth of Science is Dope.
Yeah, kind of.
You got inspired from these YouTubers and then you thought कि like देखो यहाँ पे pseudo science तो चाहते हैं लोग, शुरू करते हैं. That's great.
Yes.
Great. अच्छा, मैंने ना आपका सबसे पुराना वीडियो देखा चैनल पे. I actually saw
Huh,
that video, and from the start,
huh.
I saw that video as a research, but I saw a pattern. You really like acting in your video. You always have this character, and there was one video
Yeah.
in which you
Hmm.
didn't have a character, and I was deeply offended. Like, why there is no acting? I want that.
So I think uh, so you like it, but a lot of people who watch my videos don't really seem to gravitate towards that kind of acting, because the accent that I was trying to portray, or the acting I was trying to portray, um, was kind of okay. It was that of an American,
Mhm.
African American kind of accent, and it didn't seem to be very, or people didn't really seem to like that, I could say, or from the comments, that's what I gathered. So when I stopped using it, the videos kind of became popular. I'm not sure if it's because I stopped using it or because I started using really good topics or whatever, but I realized, okay, you know what, to some extent I probably shouldn't do it, because it's not a kind of trope that is relevant for our culture, right? I personally like that kind of portrayal. I like a lot of. So there's a. Have you seen the movie Borat?
नहीं नहीं.
Borat.
No no no.
So there's an actor called Sacha Baron Cohen. He does these characters a lot. He's one of my biggest inspirations for doing that character. And but the issue is, all the people that I used to watch, all those actors, they're all either American or UK actors or some like Western. And that sort of content doesn't really fly in India, is what I understood.
नॉर्मल कल्चर में भी नहीं
Uh,
होता. नहीं होता.
huh?
नॉर्मल
What?
कल्चर में भी नॉर्मल मतलब जो ऑफलाइन कल्चर है ना, जो आसपास के लोग हैं,
Huh?
लाइक आई डोंट नो अबाउट द
Hmm.
अर्बन थिंग, बट रूरल एरिया में नहीं चलती कुछ चीजें. जैसे मैं काफी वो देखता हूँ, जापानीज जापानीज मूवीज वगैरह देखता हूँ. अब मैं जाके सबको
Hmm.
कोनिचिवा बोल रहा हूँ, ओहायो बोल रहा हूँ, वो कह रहा है क्या बोल रहा है.
Animes and stuff.
एनिमेज एंड स्टफ, या. और लाइक
Okay.
मैं एक्चुअली ये पूछना चाहता था कि आपकी आपकी ब्रांच कौन सी है.
Electronics and
तो
communication.
लाइक एक्टिंग कहाँ से मतलब बीच में घुसी. लाइक मुझे वो जानना था, आपने कभी कॉलेज वगैरह में एक्टिंग वगैरह की हो, क्योंकि वो टच दिखता है
No,
वीडियोस में.
I've never learned acting or anything. I just, whatever, whatever I learned by watching movies, that's what I try to do. And see, another thing is, on YouTube, at least, I used to watch a lot of YouTube.
हम्म.
For the last maybe 10, 12 years, I've been watching a lot of YouTube. And there are content creators I really admire, and I see what they do in their videos. And they have a lot of really entertaining content, and some people act really well in their videos. So I try to emulate what they do in their videos sometimes in my Yeah, so that's how everything came about.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Yeah, I guess.
ओके ओके ओके, मैंने मैंने आपके इंस्टाग्राम पे एक स्टोरी देखा था, तो मैंने सोचा आपसे इस बारे में पूछ सकते हैं, आपका क्लब हाउस का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा चल रहा है?
So lately, I've been watching. So in Malayalam, Clubhouse is really popular right now. I've been seeing a lot of Malayalam content on. I've been listening to a lot of Malayalam content, and in that Malayalam content, I see a lot of rationality content. Like people question a lot of religion, they question a lot of pseudoscience, in medical pseudoscience, and so I listen to a lot of these. At the same time, there's a lot of live comedy events, like people play characters and they act like these characters that they're portraying, and they do a lot of content that tries to make you think. Like I'll give you an example. So I listen to a lot of content where they're trying to act like these godmen, or in the Islamic or Muslim religion, there are these mullahs, right? There are these ustads. In That's what you say in Malayalam. So they try to pretend to be those characters, and they try to play on all these stereotypes on these religions, and that's really funny. They
Where
give really funny answers. They ask questions. So yeah,
have you seen Nirmal Baba or stuff?
no, who's
Uh,
that?
okay, there are some Babas in North India too, like Nirmal Baba and stuff. So what we do is
Okay.
we basically change our DP on Clubhouse, and then we try to portray
Hmm.
them. And
Ha, ha, ha.
Nirmal Baba give really weird solution. He will ask like, "What did you eat last?" And the person was like, maybe he said like aloo gobi. Like, गोभी खाना बंद कर दो, वहीं से कृपा रुक रही है. So that was like, so we try to portray them, and it's really fun.
Hmm.
I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
आप research कैसे करते हैं? What's your research process? Because it's important that you get your research right, because most of the times you have to counteract. If someone came to you on the comment section, or maybe someone make a video on you, which is basically peop, YouTube peeps are doing that a lot.
Yeah.
They counteract.
So,
So you have to handle that too. So the research should be strong.
yeah. So I try my best to research something really well before I make a video. But occasionally there will be points that I don't do very well, and it has happened. People have taken some sentence out of context, or maybe I didn't express it very well. They'll take this and they'll criticize what I said based on just a couple of sentences here and there. Now, what do I do for research? So I have an idea of the topic of the video that I want to do. I'll write an initial skeletal script. Then each of the points in that skeleton that I want to tackle, I'll try and find good sources for that. Sometimes during my research, I learned that what I was thinking was wrong. So if the source that points to a wrong idea I had, if that is a credible source, I'll try and verify that also. Then I'll basically change my script to account for this thing. I'll point to this source in my video. Then I'll talk about it. So how do I structure my video? I don't know. So I have a bit of experience in writing. In my job also right now, I'm mainly doing a lot of writing. So I just, these are the points that I want to convey. These are the sources that I have. How will I uh, make a whole video around all these points that is both entertaining and conveys the points uh,
Hmm.
points in an understandable manner. So yeah, that's what I do.
ओके। कभी ऐसा
That's
हुआ है?
my writing process
वेट, आई
is.
आई जस्ट हैव टू आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन कि इस लाइक ऐसा हुआ है कभी कि लाइक आपने कुछ फैक्ट वगैरह, फैक्ट भी नहीं, कुछ भी हो, लाइक आपको
Mhm.
दोनों के बिल्कुल अलग अलग बहुत बेटर आर्गुमेंट मिल रहा है और डिसाइड नहीं कर पा रहे कि ये सही है या नहीं है, कभी ऐसा हुआ है?
Oh yeah, lots. So I'll give you I'll give you one example. I made a video on Ayurveda.
हम्म
Uh, initially, initially when I started off with that video, I wasn't really sure what my final conclusion should be. So I used to look at a lot of research that was favorable for Ayurveda and unfavorable for Ayurveda.
हम्म
Points against and points for Ayurveda. I noticed that in a lot of papers that argued for Ayurveda, the issue was I'm not the best person for reading a study and figuring out if the methodology of the study was proper, was improper, all these things. But even then, I could notice that in some studies in favor of Ayurveda, some points were written that already. So every research study, it'll have a point that it's trying to explore. It's you can read the initial abstract and you can see, okay, what is that study trying to show, and
basically
then you
trying
have
to, it will basically trying to answer one specific question.
not necessarily one question, but you'll see what they're trying to answer in that initial abstract.
Yeah.
Then they'll do the research and then they'll conclude and they'll show what all findings they got. Uh, I could see that in a lot of papers in favor of Ayurveda, the initial question is just taken for granted, is just accepted without actually doing the research and finding what the actual conclusion is. The initial question is accepted as true or in favor of Ayurveda, and then they do the research, then they find their things, and their conclusion will be positive in favor of Ayurveda. So
Obviously.
the research is already biased, and I could see some of the papers were like that, but there were some papers where you couldn't see this properly, you couldn't tell but just by reading how proper and improper that study was. And what I noticed was that there were a lot of things being said or a lot of papers being published. It felt like it was just to confuse people, confuse the normal person, not the experts, the normal layman who was trying to read those studies. So I had to research a lot, understand a lot before I came to the conclusion that I said in that video. But yeah, these were some of the, yeah, of course, every now and then you will find topics where research just confuses you. You can't tell what is one point, opposite point. You can't tell which is true. So what you have to do is you have to read a lot. You have to understand what they're trying to say, and compare all the points you have, and then finally see see if what all you understood is consistent with your previous understanding also. Because before you started doing all this research, you have an understanding about things in the world. See if that is consistent with what is new, and yeah, do all these things. I think this is all you can do to come to a conclusion for yourself.
अगर अगर लाइक स्टार्टिंग में मान लिया कि आयुर्वेदा सही है और उसके बाद रिसर्च कर रहे हैं तो उसका कोई पॉइंट भी नहीं बनता ना.
Huh.
That's not
Because you have confirmation bias.
और
You have a belief already,
हम्म,
and you will look out for ideas that agree with your belief.
जो हमने स्टार्टिंग में बात की थी, बिल्कुल वही सेम.
Same thing. Huh.
ओके. अब आपकी आपका वीडियो बन गया. अब
हाँ.
आती है हेट. लाइक रियली दिस थिंग आई हैव नोटिस्ड, दिस थिंग आई हैव नोटिस्ड. मेरे मेरे एक दोस्त से बात हो रही थी मेरी, और वो मेरे मेरे साथ 5 मिनट तक आर्गुमेंट करता रहा कि होम्योपैथी साइंस है. एंड आई वाज लाइक, मैंने रिसर्च कर रखी है, इट इज नॉट कंसिडर्ड एज साइंस, तू बस एक बार गूगल कर ले, ठीक है. और 5 मिनट बाद उसने जबरदस्ती जाके गूगल किया और पता चला हाँ इट इज सूडो साइंस. इट इज कंसिडर्ड एज सूडो साइंस एज ऑफ नाउ, लाइक ठीक है अपने पास कोर्स हो गया, ठीक है। उस टाइम पे उसने गूगल तक नहीं किया। और जब वो काउंटर आर्ग्यूमेंट्स लेने आता है बंदा, जब वीडियो पे हमें क्रिटिसाइज करना होता है, जब किसी को अटैक करना होता है, तब बंदे बहुत रिसर्च करके।
हम्म, हम्म.
आपके साथ कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि लाइक आपको सच्ची में एक ढंग का आर्गुमेंट मिला हो किसी से?
Lots. You should see the comment section in most of my videos. I'd say just go to the Sadhguru video because that seems to be the most popular one. A lot of people argue. Yeah, they give really shitty arguments. They try to strawman you. We talked about strawman just now, where they try to change what your point is. If you are trying to say something, they'll slightly change it in a way that's favorable for them, but they won't change it much. So it'll still look like what your point is, and they'll attack this new point. So that is called
Mm-hmm.
strawman. Basically, it's called strawman because you know uh, there are these. If you're holding a protest, you will burn a statue made of straw. It's supposed to represent a person, right? You will burn the straw. So this new argument is that straw man which you're burning.
Okay.
So that's why it's called a straw man. So yeah, they'll try to straw man you. They won't look at every point you're making. Instead, they might try to find a small flaw in what you say, or even if there is no flaw, they'll create a flaw by straw manning you, or they'll try to misinterpret. They not try to. They will misinterpret your point, and they'll attack that new point. And so after a while, it just became too much for me to respond to all these comments. So I
Mm-hmm.
just stopped doing that.
I
But
can, like I can just give an example of the strawman. Like right now, you are telling me about like strawman and how these people comments does
mm,
not make sense, and I can say you hate those people. That is not good. Yeah,
no, I
that's
don't hate them.
that's the strawman argument.
Oh, okay, okay,
That can be the strawman
right.
argument. Like, do you hate
That,
those people? Yeah,
that's an example. That's an example of
yeah.
strawman. Yeah, I get a lot of hate comments. People think I'm anti-Hindu,
Hmm.
and yeah, it's a
I actually had a similar experience on a small level, but before that, I would like I was trying to ask, do you have a really good argument sometime? Like, or most of the time, it's just
lots. So I would say, so my area that I think I know better than other areas is science. So whenever there's any topic in science, I'm usually confident about what I'm saying. If it's some other area like politics or something, I'm not as confident. But in science, I'm usually confident on a lot of topics. So yeah, I have really strong arguments in some areas.
but you
So
never
in
got a counter argument, good counter argument.
hmm, I've that has happened to me with a lot of political ideas that I had.
Mm-hmm.
But in science, I think I think for the beliefs that I found now, after a lot of arguing with people and figuring out, okay, what exactly is my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
the beliefs that I formed now, I've not yet received any strong counter arguments. Of course, when I receive a strong counter argument, I'll consider it properly and change my opinion if I need to. But so far, that has not happened.
I actually wanted to know like the audience is increasing their mind or not, but I don't see any hope right now.
Yeah, it's because of confirmation bias. Like if you have a strong belief, and if you see a person attacking your belief, you won't listen to what they're saying. Instead, you will try to defend your belief.
They are
So
not
it's
right. They're not speaking to the person. They're speaking to their idea.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
I actually had a
So
small experience similar to that. Like you said of that about anti-Hindu thing. What happened was
mhm,
I was doing just a small podcast with my friend, and he just said कि like what he said was like uh,
mhm,
इंटरनेट चला गया था और मैं इतना
mhm.
इतना इतना खाली था कि मैंने ना इतना दुखी था कि मैंने भगवत गीता पढ़ी। नहीं, उसने बस ये बोला कि मैंने भगवत गीता पढ़ी एंड आई वाज लाइक इतना दुखी था, भगवत गीता पढ़नी पड़ी और मेरी क्लास के बच्चे आ गए बोलने कि भाई सिर्फ दुखी होने पे भगवत गीता पढ़ते हैं, तू गलत है। क्या आर्गुमेंट है ये?
Hmm.
और
What
लाइक
was the point that he was trying to make? Like,
इट वाज नॉट इवन अ गुड पॉइंट ना। यू आर रॉन्ग, यू आर, ही जस्ट सेड यू आर रॉन्ग टू अज्यूम कि लाइक भगवत गीता सिर्फ हिंदी मतलब दुख में पढ़नी चाहिए, वो कभी भी पढ़ सकते हो, वो जिंदगी जीने का तरीका है।
hmm.
दैट वाज नॉट गुड।
Hmm.
ओके, that's all. Like I there's one thing I really noticed. There's one thing I really noticed and really appreciate. Like what, when like most of the people, when they get a counter argument, they just slide it off, or they get a copyright strike. They just put down the video. They don't bother with it. But you counter argue that, and I really like that. What
Yeah.
made you do that? What make you do that? Like, do you really, don't you feel कि like
So,
छोड़ो ना क्या
are you
करना?
talking about any? Are you talking about any
Not
particular?
specific, not specific. You generally do. You generally counter argue in between videos too. You like, you do.
Yeah. So, see, I had an incident where one of my videos got taken down.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there was a video I made on Praveen Mohan, who is a very well-known conspiracy theorist in YouTube India. He has 1 million plus subscribers, and he just makes these videos where he claims things like aliens existed and they're the ones who came down and built these ancient Hindu temples. So I made a video on that, arguing against that. He claimed things like, nobody knows why there's a Nataraj statue outside CERN in Switzerland. CERN is a research facility in Switzerland. And he said all this in the video, and I showed with actual points. Okay, this is why the statue's there. This you're just believing something. You're having confirmation bias, and the new ideas you have are in support of the old beliefs you had. So he took down that video. He put a copyright strike on my channel, and he took down that video. And that was such a cheap thing to do. If you disagree with me, either ignore me, or if it bothers you so much that you want to do something about it, fine, respond to me. Talk, like, take my video out, counter my points in your own video, and say whatever you want to say. It's a cheap thing to, it's a cowardly thing to hide behind copyright strikes and take down people's videos. Either way, finally what happened was I got the video back. I won the copyright strike. I got the video back. It's there on my channel. You can see it right now. But yeah, like I think when you resort to such measures, instead of uh, like countering that person, or if you don't want to counter it, fine, ignore that person. But if you do something like that, I think the person lacks integrity if they do that. And yeah, my method of doing things is definitely not that. So whenever someone raises good points against me, I try to counter them with points. Or if they're right, if I feel they're right, if they're making good points, I accept it and I'll gladly admit it. And if it's neither of those, I'll ignore the person. Done. That's what I do.
Like humility होनी चाहिए ना इतनी कि like ठीक है, maybe शायद मैं गलत हूँ.
Huh.
There should be that humility. But
Yep.
still, don't you feel like कि like छोड़ो ना यार, क्या करना? क्यों क्यों मतलब ऐसे पकड़ के इनको, like let's go back to my old videos in which I'm not counter argument, or like, don't you feel like that? Because I really don't have any experience with YouTube hate or something like that, but a person shouting on me like you are wrong and stuff, that's not good.
So I want to go back to the type of content that I used to make, but it's not because I'm getting hate for the content I'm making. It's because I want to make science content. It's because I want to do topics that are just pure science also. But pseudoscience is also something that I want to do. Anti-fighting pseudoscience is also something that I want to do. So Right now, what I'm thinking is I'll go. I'll try to create a balance between both the content that I want to make and try to make videos on both topics. The issue is I'm not doing YouTube full time. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't get enough time to make videos. So my frequency is very low. But whatever topics I do choose, uh, somehow, or I choose these topics very carefully in such a way that okay, this is what people want to watch. So why
Hmm.
not make that? Yeah.
Okay. Like मेरे को लगता है your channel is great, really. As of now, even if you're making one video a month, and if that's good, I don't think that's have a problem. And yeah, you have got your life and stuff. Until you can do YouTube full time, what's the point in doing it all the time?
Yeah.
Hmm. I had this question कि like हो गया there's a strong argument thing कि like a counter strong argument can come. कोई stupid
Hmm.
argument आया कभी, like ऐसा argument कि you were just like यार ये नहीं, ये बहुत हंसी है. This
Yeah. That happens very often. So people will say something like, dude, your voice is, it sounds very feminine, or you're talking too slow, or you have an ugly face. I mean, there's only, what are you supposed to say to that? See, the only thing you should do is not let yourself be hurt by that. It's very silly and childish, number one. And if you don't have any experience getting direct hate on the internet, maybe initially you might get affected by comments like that, but eventually you learn to ignore all these. That's what happened with me.
थोड़े दिन Reddit पे चले जाओ, बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. Do you go to
Reddit
Reddit?
may, yeah, I used to Reddit a lot. At least maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I don't use it a lot now. But see, Reddit may, the difference is they're not like, Reddit is not a like, you don't have a channel or anything on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just your comments that people will reply to or attack, whatever. But it's only going to be 1 or 2 comments that they're doing this to. This is on YouTube. It's an entire video. Every single comment under that video is about that, about your video, about you. So it's more direct on YouTube. It's less direct on Reddit, I would say. But yeah,
But still,
anywhere on the internet,
Reddit is sort of a brutal place.
which it depends on which subreddit you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Some subreddits are very bad.
Very bad. Like,
But
that's why I said, कि,
if
like, if you really want to see the internet hate and you think Instagram hate is like small enough, just go to Reddit and you will see what hate is.
Reddit is nothing compared to 4chan. There's a website called 4chan. It's another forum like Reddit,
Hmm.
but man, it's where the internet, it's the worst side of the internet, because you find all these stories about forums on 4chan, which actually led to very devastating events in the real world, like kidnappings, like
Oh, okay.
murders. But
What
yeah,
they do,
that's
what they do.
so.
Can you like if it's not too borderline, but like
They
examples?
might. Uh, can't think of an example off the top of my head, but trust me, there are a lot of videos on YouTube you can find on uh, things that happened because of a discussion on 4chan.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be something like someone might post a very hateful picture. Maybe it's some I don't know, some picture. Maybe someone's been kidnapped, and they post a picture of that person maybe making a very rude comment or something like that. And 4chan has a lot of anonymity, just like Reddit. The username, you can choose anything. Nobody knows who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So 4chan, so people tend to post a lot of things because it's not tied to who their real world identity, right? So their crimes, their dark thoughts, their racist ideas, or
Okay.
whatever such things they have, they'll post pictures or memes or actual pictures of crime. Like sometimes I've seen people post crimes like rape and all uh, on 4chan. Not sexually
I,
explicit, but
mhm.
maybe
4chan take
maybe
it seriously. Like
yeah.
from what I'm understanding,
Mhm.
from description is that 4chan is a little, you can say, serious about those things. Reddit is sort of like joking.
Yeah.
Reddit
So
jokes around those things.
yeah, 4chan is an extreme version of Reddit, you could say. If you
Mm.
want, right after this discussion, you can go on YouTube and search
I am going to.
4chan
I am going to.
crime. Yeah, you'll get lots of videos.
मैंने
Yeah.
वो I actually asked it that I was not going to ask that 4chan question. Then I thought कि like this video is already on the copyright thing. It may get a strike because of the previous conversation. It may get a strike, so let's do it anyways
Why would it get a strike?
because of that previous thing. Because
Won't
yeah,
come-
yeah, yeah.
He won't do that. He can't see if you say a person's name, they can't do it. They can't copyright strike a video unless you
Oh,
show some of their content. Yeah.
really?
Unless see, there is an option on YouTube where you can report a video because it uses my name, all these things. I don't think action can be taken against those things,
Mm-hmm.
or at least in court, this this person used my name, that's why I copyright strike their video. That argument won't fly in court.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you use their content in your video, I think you're completely
Oh, okay.
safe.
I'm
This
safe now.
video will not get copyright
Okay.
strike or claimed or anything. You're not using music. You're not using other people's content. So yeah, this video is
Mm-hmm.
perfectly fine.
ओके
Yeah.
दिस वाज दिस लाइक मैंने जैसे आपका नाम पढ़ा मेरे दिमाग में बस ये आ गया था तो लाइक मैं यूं ही पूछ रहा हूँ आर यू समहाउ रिलेटेड टू सर्वपल्ली राधाकृष्ण
No, 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 not at
फॉर्मर
all. Not
फॉर्मर प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया
not at all. Like rather, so in Kerala, what people usually do, what a lot of people do is, we use their father's name as their surname.
हम्म
So Radhakrishnan is actually my father's name.
ओके
It's not a surname.
ओके
I'm not sure if the president Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan is if that is his surname or his dad's name. I'm not sure. But yeah, Radhakrishnan is definitely not my surname. It's just my dad's name. So yeah,
you also make
you'll
memes
see
on
that.
you also make
Huh?
pseudoscience memes on Instagram. I
Yeah,
like that.
maybe.
Okay, can you tell me, can you really tell me about that Juhi Chawla thing? I really have no idea about it. And then I was like, I will ask Pranav anyway.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
I have no idea what happened. I just know कि
So,
like उनके उनके कोर्ट के वीडियो कॉल में कोई गाना गा रहा था.
uh-huh. So what happened was she's Juhi Chawla is really paranoid about 5G. So she put up a case saying unless there's proper research, we shouldn't allow 5G technology to be deployed in India. And she made a lawsuit. She went to court, and the court rejected her plea. So a lot of people who have these ideas around 5G will claim that 5G is radiation, it's dangerous, it's this, that, all these things. See, the thing is, see the light that you're using to see me. You can see me because light from your screen
Mm-hmm.
comes to your eyes, right?
Basically reflecting.
That is also radiation. That
Yeah,
light
it is.
is also radiation.
It is.
5G is light just like this visible light. The
Mm-hmm.
only difference is it's much lower frequency that your eyes can't sense. If your eyes could sense, you'll see the towers always like flashing lights all the time.
I say
But
like.
you can't.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you can. This is a remote, and cameras usually sense it.
Yeah, I know. It is. It is. I can see. I can't. I can't. Yeah, I
You
can
can
see
you
that.
see the
I can
light?
see the light. Yeah, I can see the light. Yeah, I can see the
So
light.
this,
Mm.
but you can't see it if you just shine it on your
Mm-hmm.
face.
But on camera we can see the light, the IR radiation.
Yeah, the reason is cameras are sensitive to this frequency of light. Our eyes are not sensitive. So the dangers of all radiation will only depend upon the frequency.
Hmm.
Clearly, visible light is safe. Nobody is
Yeah.
going to argue that visible light will cause harm.
Hmm.
5G radiation is lesser frequency than visible light.
एच न्यू तो हाँ,
So
एनर्जी
there
भी
is
कम है, एनर्जी भी कम है.
huh, so there is no known mechanism where uh, like 5G frequency can cause something like cancer in our bodies.
Hmm.
It doesn't have that type of nature. The other thing is, see, people see things like microwave ovens. They use it to heat their food. Oh, if microwave ovens can heat my food, why can't they heat my
The
body tissues
frequency
and
is higher.
huh? No, no, no. In microwave ovens, frequency is still lower. It's
Okay, okay,
lower
it's
than
yeah,
visible
yeah.
light.
Microwave works in a
But
different way.
what is different is the intensity. The so how I can say it is, see, obviously, looking at you on the screen is not harmful to me. But if I was looking at stadium floodlights from this distance, if I was
Yo,
just
it is,
looking at
it
it,
is, it is.
it's going to harm my eyes, definitely. I can just keep looking at it for a few minutes and my eyes are probably permanently damaged.
Hmm.
So, but what is damaging there is the amount of brightness, is the intensity of that light. Okay. In microwave ovens, the intensity of the microwave radiation is what causes your food to heat up. In mobile radiation, the intensity is so low that it there is absolutely no way it can cause tissue heat.
Mm-hmm.
But people use this as an argument. Fine, if they might be right. Let's do some studies on biological
Effect of.
tissue. Is the effect of radiation on biological tissue. There are lots of studies done. There's absolutely nothing pointing to any harm because of 5G radiation. So let's deploy them. And at the same time, let's keep doing these studies. If there's any new evidence showing any harm, then let's take action at that point. But right now, based on all the evidence, there's no reason to think that 5G causes harm. So that
Like,
is the
I
5G.
can't even like. I'm not going to get into the 5G thing. Maybe I don't know about it, but just simply thinking, my mind my language. इतने चोमू लोग तो नहीं है कि लाइक वो ऐसे मतलब कैंसरस डिवाइस सबके हाथों में पकड़ा दे.
What can I say? Like, people, there are stupid people in the world, dude. There are people who think all sorts of things. Like, if you have a call for a long enough time, you will get brain cancer. There are people who think that.
कभी
Hmm?
कभी कभी ना like sometimes I used to
Mhm.
think like internet is a place which is giving me an inferiority complex because people are doing this such great things, and now I see like it is giving me both complexes, superiority and inferiority. There are people
Yeah,
who are basically thinking the earth is flat. I'm much better than that.
yeah, yeah. Flat
Mm.
Earth conspiracy is. See, the like I said, it goes back to what I said earlier. The internet is a place of information. It's not a place of truth. It's not a place of falsehood. Uh, if you find other people who agree with the same information as you do, you'll group together. That's why all the flat earthers
Mm.
group together. They'll create Facebook communities. They'll spread their nonsense. Same with anti-vaxxers. Same with 5G conspiracy people. Same with religious groups. Same with people who support, alternative medicine. Yeah, they just form groups of echo chambers. That's what the
Actually,
internet does.
but like you have to keep away from those. How do you keep away from those and like basically form a good argument for something, basically understand what's what's the right thing from this bunch of information? What's the method you use?
So very simply, I use the scientific method. Uh, in the scientific method, it's in so see, how can I explain what the idea is? See, the world that you're living in is a certain way. You can see the world, you can observe and make your own ideas. But how do you know if those ideas you have are correct
That's the
or
point now.
true or false?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, You have to test them. How do you test them? If you try to confirm the idea you have, let's say, for example, if you believe, I'll take an extreme belief, something like cow urine cures cancer. If you look for confirmation for your belief, you like anything that supports your idea, you will see it as confirmation and you will believe what you're thinking is true. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I'm sure there are lots of papers. I've seen patents and stuff filed on the benefits of cow urine, products using cow urine, all these things. Instead of this, what you have to do is, if you have an idea, you should try and falsify that idea. You should find, instead of confirming, you should try and falsify that idea. If you fail to falsify, then you can be more confident in your idea. If you're not able to, so for example, that's how all theories in science come about. For example, see, there's a legend that says Galileo went on top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa and dropped two balls, one lighter and one heavier.
Wait, wait, wait,
Now,
wait. Can you
your
repeat that?
initial intuition, or
Wait, can you repeat that because your internet was not very.
yeah, I was saying there was a legend. I don't know how true this is, but Galileo basically went on top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa to drop two balls. One was heavy, one ball was heavier, one ball was lighter. Now, the intuition or the idea people had at that time was that heavier objects fall faster.
Hmm.
So he wanted to
Test it
see
out.
if this is test it out. But what do you do? If this idea is true, then the heavy ball obviously will fall faster. When he dropped them, they both fell together. Both
Mm-hmm.
hit the ground at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
So what did he do? He basically falsified the idea that people had. And after falsifying a wrong idea, you have you have a void left where you can create a new theory, create a new idea that answers this question. Okay, how do objects fall then? Like, do they all fall at the same rate? Why? So to answer all these questions, we have a lot of theories. Newton's gravity is one such theory. Einstein's relativity is one such theory. But how will you know if these theories are correct or wrong? You have to go out into the world. Instead of trying to confirm the idea you have to try and falsify it. If you fail to falsify, you can be more confident in your idea. But you keep observing, try to find observations that falsify the idea you have. This applies at a much lower scale to ideas people have in general day-to-day life. Like, you ask me, how do I figure out if I have an idea, is it right or wrong? I use a scientific method. If I have an idea, or if I come across uh, any belief that people have, okay, if this is true, what else must be true?
Hmm.
If cow urine can cure cancer, shouldn't there be like studies, or should, if you do a study where you give cow urine to cancer patients, shouldn't the cancer improve or cure or get cured or whatever? Shouldn't there be studies of that nature? Shouldn't people who are much bigger experts than me, shouldn't they be doing these studies? Because if this is true, this is going to revolutionize science. But such studies don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
This idea is not new or anything. It's an old idea.
Mm-hmm.
If it was true, I'm sure lots of research would be there showing this, but it's not. So yeah,
If I
I
like,
use this idea.
if I summarize, it will be like we tend to think in binaries. Let's say there is an idea, see the
Mhm,
counter argument, see the arguments for and against,
mhm,
and try to take the
mhm,
best out of them and mix them.
mhm.
That's and
Yeah,
try and how are
but
you gonna see what
how
is
do
the
you
best
do?
idea by applying them in the
How do
real
you?
life. by applying them in real life.
How do you apply them? What do you do to like what do you do in real life to know if your idea is right or not?
Experiments.
What do you do in your experiments?
Try to be as
So
unbiased as possible, maybe.
design your experiments in such a way that you are trying to falsify your idea, not confirm your idea.
Great, great.
Keep doing this. If you keep doing this, all the wrong ideas you have will automatically be filtered out, and the ones that remain are the ones you can be confident on. You cannot be 100% sure that the ideas you have are right, but you can be 100% sure that the wrong ideas you have get filtered out.
I don't
So
know. I don't
yeah.
know you can relate with the analogy or not, but चाय में से चाय
Hmm.
पत्ती निकल जाएगी.
Huh. Yep.
Okay. I think people should do that with people too.
Yeah.
I think like why people start really like, okay, this person is totally right.
Hmm.
They should do the person research too, I think,
Yeah.
in the same method.
So I there is one such person.
I'm not.
His
No, I
name is.
don't.
You don't want to say it. You don't
You
want to
can. You
discuss
can.
it.
I'm not. I'm not going to stop you.
Okay. So there is a person, B.M. Hegde, Dr. B.M. Hegde.
Hmm.
Uh, you know him, right?
I don't
Do you
know
know?
much about him. I think that
So
there was one video.
he's a very well-renowned cardiologist. He has won the Padma Vibhushan. He's a very celebrated doctor,
Hmm.
but he supports a lot of pseudoscientific quackery. He supports an idea called quantum healing. He says that our thoughts are quantum thoughts, and they can heal the body. All these pseudoscientific, very wrong ideas that he spreads. But people listen to him because he is a very celebrated doctor. So there are people who, by their merit, people listen to them, and by their merit, people assume everything they're saying is true. Don't listen to people for whatever authority they have. Listen to whatever they're saying. If the idea they're giving has merit in itself, if it can be tested, if it has been tested, if it should be tested, test it. But yeah, you should take the ideas that people are saying and not the people themselves.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Don't you really think
that was
it's
my point. Yeah.
no? Don't you really think it's really engraved in us from the start?
Yeah,
Parents
it
always say
is.
like you have to always respect your elders and stuff. You have to always listen to like what they're saying, and it really
Yeah,
pisses them off. Ki, like if you have a really good argument against them, it pisses them off.
yeah. um I think so. If you go to like cavemen or like humanity in some hundreds of thousands of years ago, uh, if you listen to elders, you have a much greater survival chance. For example, if your mom told you, okay, don't play near the water, monster will come and get you. If you listen to her and stop playing, you don't play near the river, maybe the crocodile won't eat you. But the people who refuse to listen to their mothers will get eaten by by the crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
They won't have. They'll die. They won't. Uh, they won't create a new generation and pass on their genes to a new generation. So the ones who do pass on their genes are the ones who listen to their
Who
parents.
survived?
So the genes we have are from those people only. So because of our genes, we have a tendency to listen to authority. So yeah, that's why humans
It's a
people
sort
are
of
on.
quick fix. It's still a sort of quick fix.
Uh, I wouldn't say quick fix. It's part of a nature. I would say, like, we have a
Hmm.
tendency to listen to
I
authority.
never actually
So
I before that I never really thought about like this. There is an evolutionary angle to it. I was
yeah,
like, it's
there
just
is.
culture. I was like, it's just culture.
It's not just culture. It's an evolutionary thing also.
Hmm.
Even things like confirmation bias. the revolutionary reasons for it, all the bias and all the flaws that we have in our thinking, there are evolutionary reasons for why we have those traits. So we are not perfectly logical creatures. We are I would say we are more emotional creatures than logical. We try to avoid pain. That's what leads us to form these echo chambers, form groups with people who agree with us, because we want to avoid the pain of having our beliefs resisted. We tend to fall in line or go with the flow with people, what the people around us are doing. All these things, there are evolutionary reasons for it, and they all come from you know our emotional need to avoid pain and take in pleasure.
I just want, like, मेरे को एक quote याद आ गया, like वो authority वाली चीज सुन के, कि like when you will become good and big enough on internet or somewhere, everything you will say will a quote. Like it will it will be seen as a quote. It will be seen as something knowledgeable. Maybe it is, or maybe it is not. Even if it's just a simple wrong idea, it will be seen of
Mhm.
something as merit. And second thing is, I think what I've got from this conversation is, I know we are not perfect. We are not perfect. We tend to form groups. We tend to fall in our biases, but we should always try to beat those biases and find the right thing. And especially
Mhm.
when we are living in this internet age where there is
Mhm.
information out there and you can confirm your bias from anywhere.
Yeah,
That's it.
true.
And
I,
thank.
I
Mhm.
would slightly correct what you said. I would say don't try to beat your biases, because the bias will creep in without you even knowing. Like,
Mhm.
don't try to avoid confirmation bias. Just be aware of it. Just be
Mhm.
aware that you are prone to thinking in this manner. So maybe the ideas you have came from those biases. So know that you have a tendency to have this bias. Just I wouldn't say correcting them is something we can naturally do. We'll have those. So for example, when people do studies, when people do medical trials, there's something known as a double blind placebo controlled trial.
Mhm.
What they do is, uh, it's called double blind, because the patient who's taking the treatment and the nurse or the medical practitioner who's giving the treatment, they both don't know if the medicine is the actual medicine or a placebo. The reason for this is, let's say if the patient believes that taking this medicine will cure them or will help them, then, and if they know that they're getting the actual medicine, then maybe that belief, that confirmation bias, is what's gonna help them, like, mm, you or heal internally,
Mhm.
rather than heal because of the medicine.
Mhm.
So this is possible because we know a thing like confirmation bias exists. We should try and avoid that. Whenever we try and study a new medicine, we should try and avoid people getting confirmation bias and getting healed because of the placebo effect. So yeah,
Just like constantly question yourself, like constantly question yourself that you're not in an echo chamber. Just be aware of it. Like just try to
yeah,
question yourself that you're not. Are you in an echo chamber? Hmm.
yeah.
That's it, sir. Thanks for doing this, sir. And I hope I was a good host.
Don't call me sir, like I said
Uh,
before.
Pr-
But
Pranav, I
yeah,
hope I was a good host here, and I
yeah,
really learned a lot. I
you're.
really learned a lot. And the one thing I really have to say, you didn't confirm to any of what I said. You basically counter argue. Like that was good. I really like that
Yeah.
when that's how finer ideas come.
Huh.
Thanks a lot,
True.
Pranav. Thanks a
It's
lot.
only through criticism. It's only through criticism that the best ideas can come to the top.
मैं रिकॉर्डिंग बंद कर देता हूँ फिर क्रिटिसिज्म भी सुनते